You may catch the bottom or you may get cut as well. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you will ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. All right, hey traders, hope you're doing well. I think I had that analogy right, didn't I? Maybe I had it wrong. Maybe you guys can put it in the chat box below. What is it? You might grab the handle or you might get cut. And what I'm talking about here, guys, is I'm talking about Bitcoin today. Now, I know a lot of people are still interested in Bitcoin. Actually, Bitcoin's been pretty quiet lately, hasn't it? Bitcoin, there's nothing about Bitcoin now. Everything's about something else. Anyway, so what do I see happening now with, and what have I been, I've been saying this for the last few months. In fact, if you guys have been watching my videos, the most important thing when you're watching these charts here is who's in control right now. That is the most important question, and that's the only question you should be asking yourself. And how you identify that is by basically trend analysis. Lower high, lower high, lower high, slight little lower high, maybe even double top. Did it make a higher high? All right, ran down, lower high, and potentially we're going to have another lower high here somewhere soon. So maybe that's even going to be another lower high there soon. So the thing is this, is that I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, last time it got down to this 6,000 mark, I know someone said, the market went down to 6,000, so I bought it at 6,000. Yeah, right, mate. Like, seriously, no. Anyway, so a lot of people thinking, you know, around this 7,000 mark, okay, it found a bit of a support. Now it's probably going to rally. It's going to rally back up again like it did last time. So you may pick the bottom, or you may just you may grab the handle, or you may get cut as well too. You see, the thing about trading the markets and trading is that what you want to do is you want to trade with a probability of something happening. And you always want to be trading with who's in control. Now remember, when we're doing trend analysis, lower highs or higher highs, stuff like that, we are essentially saying, what are the big boys doing? The people that push this market around. And I don't care whether you say the market's rigged, John, you can't do analysis. Bullshit, I just did analysis here for you. Right? It's just like, it is that simple. Right, it really is that simple. And then, but the tune can change, right? We can start to make an uptrend and so on and so forth. Now, the thing about this is that when you're trading, you always want to be saying who's in control. And remember, the who's in control is the big guys, the people who push this market around, not your little $1 million trade or your $10,000 trade. Collectively, us retail traders don't push this market around. It's the guys who have so much money, these billions of dollars of markets. They're the guys that push this market around. But when the big guys push this market around, they take profit, they buy it, they sell it, they take profit, whatever. They leave a footprint. And that footprint, okay, that footprint is what makes up a chart. The highs, the lows, and so on and so forth, right? So when this is happening, the market is telling you what's going on through here. Okay, the market is telling you what's going on through here. So right now, as you speak, you're making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. That tells me the big guys, the footprint is that they've been selling it all day long, and you don't know whether this is going to be a bottom or not, right? And I know a lot of people who said, oh, this is the bottom. Oh, no, wait, sorry, this is the bottom. Oh, no, wait, sorry, this is the bottom. Oh, no, wait, sorry, this is the bottom. I told you I bought the bottom. You know, they probably kept buying it all the way down. And then Raleigh says, oh, look, no, this is the bottom. Oh, no, hang on a minute. No, that's dropping, it's dropping. No, you know what? It's been holding a bit of support here around 9,000. This is the bottom. Oh, no, you know what? No, it's 8,000. And now this is the bottom here. Rally back up, come back down. Oh, you know what? No, this is the bottom. It's going to find support here. You know what I mean? It's like, don't try and... One thing I've learned from my professional mentors is don't try and pick bottoms and tops. Okay, you don't have to do that. You know, the only reason why you want to do that is you want to get in early before anyone else, right? I'm going to get in before anyone else. Yeah, because I want to be right. When you're doing that, you are doing yourself a big dissatisfaction. A big dissatisfaction. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you won't be right. And that's when you blow up your account, right? So what professional traders do, if you're looking at trend analysis, okay, there really is only 3 trends in the market. A trend up, a trend down, and then a trend sideways. All right? So actually, let me do that again. So we have a trend up, high highs, higher lows, okay? And we have a trend down, lower highs, lower lows. And generally what happens in each movement here, and then we have a sideways trend, okay? So generally what happens in each major move is there's 3 phases in those big moves. So you'll see on most charts, when we go through trend analysis, we generally have 3 major stair steps before it starts to, before that trend really starts to run out of steam. Now that's not in all cases. That's just normal market behavior, and not bubble action. Okay. Now the same for the downside. They normally have 3 major pullbacks or 3 major phases in an upward trend. All right, and then you have the sideways phase, where it's basically what you call like a time phase. It's just resting, like what gold and silver's doing, especially silver. What silver's doing right now. So, what professional traders do, and what they do is they don't try and pick. They never try and pick the people who make good money from the markets. What they do is they don't try and pick this bottom bit here, and they definitely don't try and trade this top bit up here. What they do try and trade is this first stair step and the second stair step. The third stair step is a very low probability. So I've seen majority of my mentors when trading, they would what? They would, let me see if I can get a bit of a different analysis. They will only trade probably, as you can see, 70 to 80% of the upward move. Same for the downside, right? They'll trade the first stair step and the second stair step. So they're trading maybe 60, 70, maybe 70, maybe 80% of the move. They're not trying to capture the top, because you don't know when the top is really in. And they're not trying to capture the bottom. Because a lot of people do that because they think they want to try and get in early. Makes sense? So you need to wait for the market to tell you it's turning around. And a lot of people have this misconception that these markets are rigged, John. How can you do technical analysis on a chart that when the markets are rigged? I just shared with you. It's simple. It really is simple. But a lot of people think the market is rigged. It's rigged because they're losing money. Because, oh my goodness, I bought gold when it was already in a massive bubble in 2011, I think it was, maybe 13, I don't know, somewhere in there. Oh my goodness, the market is rigged. That's the people who say the market's rigged. Oh my goodness, John, I can't believe it. The market went up and it went up, and I can't believe, I bought it at 17,000 because the market was going up, and then guess what? The market then dropped back down. The market's rigged. I can't believe it. They just pumped it up and then they just dumped it. Yeah, that's what's called a vertical price action on the chart. Remember, the chart was telling you it was in a bubble action. So if you're saying the market is rigged right now, you are probably just trying to trade blatantly and blindly at anything possible that you think is a good idea. And you need to restructure your mindset to think, okay, that's not how professional traders trade the market. What I do is I have what I call basically a setup on the chart, and I wait in the mix of all this. I wait for that pattern, that setup to form on the chart, and then I trade the chart. And I know with that pattern and that setup, and if I stick to it all the time, I'm going to have a 90% win-loss ratio. That's what I'm going to be teaching on my webinar this Tuesday. So if you guys are interested in that, go check it out. I think, go to one of my other videos and click on the link in the description. You'll be able to go through that there. Actually, no, the very first link in the description of this video, you'll be able to see that there. Anyway, does that make sense, guys? So I hope this makes sense when it comes down to trend analysis, when it comes down to trading the markets, when it comes down to trading Bitcoin. You don't want to be trying to capture a falling knife, because that's not how professional traders trade the markets. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Give me a like in the video. give me a little comment and let me know, where do you think Bitcoin is going to go? Do you actually think Bitcoin is going to actually bottom out through here and start to rally back up? Or do you think we're actually heading down to zero like Jordan Belfort thinks?